Alright, we are back, and it is about mid-season. We are 97 games through. We are in 4th place in the NL West, 3 games over 500. It's been a little bit of a downward turn. June, I can just look right here. June, we went 14 and 13, and then July, we're 4 and 9 after a pretty good April, May, where we went 32 and 21. We were sitting in like first place, and was doing pretty well. And then we hit like a rock bottom, probably right now, I think, hopefully. And then Logan Webb got hurt, and he's out till God September. So that's rough. He got hurt a month ago, and what we did was we brought up Carson Wisenhunt, who was our top prospect, and he's been pretty good. 3.29 FIP, on pace for 76 innings, 2 WAR pretty much. The strikeouts per 9 look good in 46 innings. Love to see it. That is great news. And then we have Robbie Rayup, who has struggled big time. We're going to try to replace him maybe. And Keaton Wynn has been a great surprise. He has a 3.59 FIP, 2.77 ERA, on pace for 180 innings, 4.2 WAR, 6.4 R WAR. Love to see it. 27 years old, coming into his own. High work ethic. We could see this coming. Working more on his stuff than his stamina. Got his Ks per 9 up to 9, 24 to 5. That is great. That's some Logan Webb stuff right there. And then Kyle Harrison, it's been awesome. Love it. If he could be this for his career, I'll take it. I mean, I might try to negotiate a little extension here with him, like a 7-year. That's a little too much. So I waited a little too long, I think. Um, but he's on pace for a 4-win season, which is great. 23 years old, really working on his control. His walks have kind of gone down a little bit this year, like 1% almost. But his home runs per 9 went down, which is nice. And he is a neutral guy, so not really a fly ball heavy pitcher. And then Jordan Hicks, um, he's gotten better. It's it's just tough because his um, his walk rate is really high, and I don't really understand why. I think it's just kind of TCR at this point, poor control. But like I just don't. I'm gonna work on his control a little bit. I just don't see why he's doing that because I can't see the ratings. It does say he has low control, so maybe he's just not fit for starting rotation in this sim, which is fine. But means we just have to find somebody else who can. And right now in AAA, we got Seymour, who's pitched pretty dang well. Um, he's just not striking people out. Work on his movement a little bit. So that's the only problem with him. He's not really a strikeout guy. Um, he may get ballpark, only think better than average. So yeah, not really gonna strike guys out, which may be good for my ballpark, but overall, I don't think that's recipe for success. We got Richmond, Whack, doing pretty well. It's good to see. Birdsong, I think it's time for him to get up to AAA because in real life he is pretty dang good. He is showing off some pretty good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna get him some run. Sorry, my alarm. Getting some run in AAA. See how he does. And overall in the bullpen, I mean, Bautista and Doval have been pretty nasty. Doval had like one blow up or 2 blow up games in a row one time, and then his ERA just skyrocketed. So that's what happened there. But he's been pretty good. I think he's blown like 2 saves. And Bautista's been great. 43 innings. He's on pace for 2 WAR almost. So, and then we got. Um, I mean, you see Jordan Hicks is at 1.4 WAR, so he's not being bad. It's just his walk rate is not good. His home run rate is kind of low, so it's probably gonna go up. Emmett Sheehan's been good in kind of a long relief role, 55 innings, um, 70 FIP minus, which is phenomenal. 309 FIP. I mean, we'll take that. High walk rate, but low home runs, high strikeouts. Clevenger's been good. Duvall's been good. Walker's been fine. Rogers been fine. Danner, who I claimed off of waivers, has not been good. But we're gonna give him some. We're gonna try to give him some more leash because Donovich was horrible, and then Mason Black has been horrible. I think I'm gonna I don't know if I sent him down. I think we kind of look for an upgrade over here, but I just don't think it's like that. We can look in the trade market real quick because we have just two glaring weaknesses. Verlander, Tyon, who's got there? Okay, Hunter Harvey really hasn't pitched. He's wrecked too. We're not gonna even go there. Albert, Alzolay, pretty good. 4 years, making 4 mil. Um, we could see what they want. Are they below 500? They shouldn't sell. I'm not gonna do that. That's just corny. Um, Giolito, no. Luke Jackson, no. I'm not gonna deal with that again. He's on the Cubs too. No, he's on the White Sox. Sorry. Liam Hendricks could be a thing. Are the Red Sox selling? Now they're 500. They could afford. Oh, he has a player opt out team option. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I mean it may be worth it. Let's see what we can give up. Um, little catching prospect maybe. -1 WAR in the minors. Let's see if they'll eat some of his deal. 80%. All right, let's see if they do this. They also had the All-Star teams announced. Um, let's see. All-Star game. See if we got anybody. We got Keaton Wynn, really cool, first time All-Star. Duvall back in the All-Star game. No Bautista. Um, we got Willie Adames, who's been great, on pace for 5.7 WAR, 116 WRC plus. On pace for 27 home runs, more than I expected, more than with Milwaukee, which is surprising. Reminder, he's on like a 4-year deal with an opt-out after year 2, so that is phenomenal. And then I think that's it regarding our team. Prospects game, Whitman, who's in AAA, Matt Olson, who's been great, 26 strikeouts, 0 walks. My God, that's pretty incredible. He's probably ready for AAA. And that's it for the prospects game, futures game. Let's check our prospects. Nelson Barajas still in the international complex. Brooks Lee has been struggling a little bit. Base running has been bad. Um, Defense has been fine. Not sure why his base running is so rough. 89 WRC plus. That's just not going to get it done. I think it's because I'm having him not work on his running a lot. So need to get his power up a little bit. So let's see. Contact. Let's get his power up. Okay. Maybe we go less running and some gap. That works. And then James Tibbs has just been dialed in. Man, he has 678 plate appearances in the minors, 49 home runs, 195 WRC plus, and I just called him up to Double A. So he is about ready to come up, and he can play some first. He can play left. So he's gonna be really close to getting called up. 22 years old. Nelson Rada's in San Jose now. Um, Doing all right. hit really well so far in San Jose. In Eugene, he was about league average. Really good base runner, still good outfielder. Um, and Grant McRae's having a good year in AAA. He's about ready to come up. Don't know where I'm going to find room for him, but a great base runner, can play center. So figure that out. Bryce Eldridge struggled a little bit, just like with strikeout rate. Try to get that up a little bit or down a little bit. We're gonna let him rock in San Jose. And Curta, just dominating in AAA. Gonna try to get him some run at some point. But yeah, and then our lineup at the big league level: Adames, Jung Hoo Lee's been fine. Better in the outfield too, which is great. Edmund's been good. 106 WRC plus, 1.4 zone rating. Lux has been playing like first base a lot because Julian has been horrible, and he has been good. 109 WRC plus, pretty good base runner. Soler, 29 home runs, which is awesome. 107 WRC plus. If he can just give us a bunch of bombs, it's fine. Ramos, still giving him some run. He needs to show a little bit more. Good walk rate, which is nice. Just needs to hit the ball a little harder. Let's just make sure. Get some gap power up. He might be a gap to gap guy. He wants to be in the starting lineup, which is okay. I mean, I'm probably going to do it because Stowers has been horrible. Should probably send him down for like McRae or something, and then just rock with him as like a what do you call it? Like a replacement. Then Matt Chapman's been horrible, which is tough. Um, but we're gonna let him rock a little bit, and then Patrick Bailey got hurt for. He's out for 5 more weeks. We called up one of our young guys, Saguste, who was pretty good in AAA, 110 WRC plus, 2 WAR. Doesn't really strike out, which is nice. Walks a little bit. So we're going to give him some run along with Joey Bart every 2 games. Fitzgerald's been okay, bench player. Wade's been over all right. Not really playing left field that well, so not sure what we're going to do there. Maybe we just move Lux to left and Wade to first. Let's do that. And then Julian, maybe he gets right at some point with an injury. But right now, that's what we're going to go with. Fitzgerald's playing first a lot. Stowers. I feel like we should just have Lux play over Stowers right now against lefties. That's fine. All right. But right now, I mean, we're really just looking for like a starting pitcher, maybe, and just more of an impact bat. So it's hard to figure that out. Let's look at batters real quick on the trade. Nothing really here. Bo Bichette out for 5 weeks. I mean, he wouldn't really help. Why do I have pitching up? He wouldn't really help that much just because he would have to find a position to play. So there's that. Seiya Suzuki may be good against lefties, but the Cubs are in it, so I don't know why they want to trade him. JT Realmuto. We just don't need a catcher. But yeah, we don't really need a catcher. I mean, Bailey's gonna come back, and we have Joey Bart, like really good personality. I like him as a bench guy. But it is what it is. Let's see, Nate Lowe. No, we don't need another lefty first baseman. Marcana might be a good option. Making $4 million could be a good option. Just off the bench, send Stowers down. Can't really play any outfield though, so it's probably a no-go. Let's see. All right. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe Yomankata. How are the Phillies doing? Oh, they are down bad. All right. So he signed for 1.6. He could play some outfield. Maybe we try this. So we try another catching prospect. We'll eat the money. See if we can get Yomankata. Sim one day. See what's going on. You get Liam Hendricks and Yomankata. Okay, almost. Okay, they want top prospects. That's not gonna happen. No way. They want some good prospects. All right, so it's not looking good right there. Um, so we'll look somewhere else probably. Let's sim a couple more days. Let's see what's going on. All right, Mike Trout's hurt. Rough. We can look at some of the players, how they're doing. The Braves and their Taiwanese guy, 34 home runs. Almost signed him, but didn't want to give him 6 years guaranteed. I wanted to like give him like 2 years and then see how he's doing and like non-tender him or something if he's bad. But he is a great base runner, great outfielder. I mean, a good outfielder. And he doesn't hit for much contact, strikes out a ton, but hits bombs. 57 home runs. Goodness. He's like a fast Solaire, pretty much. But, alright, missed out there, I guess. Jordan Lawler's having a great year. Goodness. Michael Harris, Tovar, Alvarez with the Mets, Volpe, Mauricio, just young guys taking over. Haley De La Cruz, Albie's coming off a great year, having another great one. Judge, once again, going for 30 home runs. Acuna, of course. Pete Crow Armstrong having a great year, 3.7 WAR. Yoran Alvarez, Marte, Sean Murphy, Otani got hurt, but 28 home runs. Amador, that's cool to see. Rocky's young prospect. Adamas, our guy, Hunterson, and then yeah, Christian Encarnacion, 48 home runs last year. Goodness. Jackson Holiday, great year last year. Julio, of course, Carson Williams, a lot of young guys on here, which is really nice to see. Um, but yeah, that's how we're looking right now. Uh, and I'll probably end this portion. I'll be back. Oh, we can look at the draft. Let's look at the draft. Uh, Once again, it was pretty hard, but we took Kyle McGarry with the 14th overall pick, signed him to way below slot, save some money. He's in the rookie league, uh, trying to get him some run. Good personality, can play center field. Maybe this will bump up. Base running's good. Was in high school, dominated. Scouting report says natural defender, runs well, good play discipline. Someday he'll draw more walks. Will likely be on the bubble for big league. So if he can hit, he'll be good. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. So let's give him some balanced development here. Um, just cause. There we go. Cool. But yeah, that's our first round pick. Jaden Stroman is in rookie ball. Our second round pick. Really good personality. Can play short a little bit. Decent base runner. Scouting wise, needs more seasoning against quality pitching. So yeah, and he is 20. He is 18. So high schooler. And McGarry is also high schooler. Chilcutt, catcher, 18. Took a lot of high schoolers this draft. Rookie ball hitting okay. Um, pretty good guy right here. See what he can do. Can swipe about 10 bags. Average contact potential. Basically, if he can hit, he'll be good because he has some good catching numbers. Um, Casey Cunningham I took, and he was an impossible signing. So we used all of our money that we saved in the first couple rounds and signed him to an $8.2 million deal. Can play second, is in rookie ball, um, above average contact, pure speed, good reputation, pretty much, solid player. Can probably just turn into, floor is probably like a bench guy, and that's about it. Brighton Bull, really power hitter here. Um, above average power, decent defense, good eye, average eye. Um, should contribute at the major league level. He's 6'5", lefty, high schooler, hitting pretty well in rookie ball, so that's cool. So that's our draft. I mean, everything else is kind of whatever. Last year, Tibbs is doing well. Noah Franco's in rookie ball, not doing too hot. Torres also same thing. Aiden Harris doing pretty well. Just a lot of high schoolers we took, except Tibbs. Got Nip, who was a college guy. But all right, sounds good. I'm gonna end it here. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back at the end of the regular season, and we made a big run, but we ended up just missing the playoffs by 3 games. It was competitive, um, a really competitive NL. See the Diamondbacks 91 wins, the Rockies 91, Dodgers 90, us 87. So yeah, I mean, we could look at the Rockies real quick. They got Amador up, doing really well, 21 home runs. Jordan Beck, really good. Tovar, of course. Benny Montgomery's up. They have a lot of young guys up. Drew Romo, really good framer. Nolan Jones was decent. McMahon was fine on defense, which gave him some value and base running. And then yeah, Jordan Beck, 98 WRC plus, but 20 home runs. So then pitching wise, Jacob Lopez out of the pen. It looks like he started 32 games, but he's going to be in the pen to start the year, start the playoffs. Nick Pivetta, Hauser, pretty much just got some good. Overall, they were sixth in runs scored and seventh in runs against. So I mean that's pretty dang good. We can look at the expanded standings, see where we were supposed to be. We had a 0 run differential, or we had a 61 plus 61 run differential. We played at our Pythagorean, 87 wins. The Dodgers were supposed to be way better than they were, 3 games more, and the Rockies and Diamondbacks overperformed. We had similar run differentials, so that's how it went for us. See if we had any injuries towards the end. Roop was on the IL. Bailey was on the IL. Um, yeah, he's out for the year. He was pretty good. 2.6 WAR, 337 plate appearances, 11 home runs. That'll do. He was really bad last year at the plate, so it's good to see him kind of progress there. We did make one big move at the deadline. Bailey was out before for 6 weeks, and we ended up trading for another catcher, and that was JT Realmuto to try to make the run to the playoffs, and he was absolutely horrible for us. So 12 WRC plus, 146 plate appearances. I had him and Bailey going every second day when they were together. The Phillies did not eat any of their salary. We ended up trading Michael Torres, who was our third round pick in 2024, and Michael Ciani, Daryl Lopez, who's done pretty well in Double A for them. So I gave up quite a big haul, and Alan Serta, who was good with us in Triple A, struggled in MLB with the Phillies, so kind of a 4A guy. But yeah, we gave up a lot. Don't think we're gonna re-sign him. I mean, we don't really need him. So a rental piece for sure. We also claimed Cade Smith off waivers, and he's going to be in our bullpen for the next couple years. Hopefully, he kind of struggled. I never said his strategy, so he walked the world, but he ended up doing all right with us. You can take a look here. He was 3.34 FIP, walked a ton, struck out a ton, didn't give up any home runs really. So there's that. Pitching overall, Harrison had a good year, 3.26 FIP, 3.6 ERA, 4.8 WAR. Keaton Wynn led the NL in ERA and WHIP, which is phenomenal. 188 innings, 6.4 R WAR, 4.2 F WAR. You know, I'm kind of looking to get him on a long-term deal, but I think we're just going to wait and see because I'm not sure if that's his real ability. Um, Solid investment, yeah. So fastball slider split. Didn't strike out a ton. It's kind of like Logan Webb in that way. And didn't give up any home runs. So zero point 0.8 home runs per nine is pretty good. Logan Webb got hurt for 3 months with a strained forearm. Came back and his stamina was horrible. He was getting tired by pitch 65 or something. So I wonder if getting him on a rehab assignment would have helped. But I mean, he was still in the 3 starts he went. 3 innings, 3 runs, 5 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, 1 run. So Ended up having 3.2 F4, a little higher ERA, so he would have had a good year if he was around. Jordan Hicks ended up being fine. He kind of struggled with his walks, really struggled, but still 3.92 FIP with no home runs, given up pretty much 154 innings. We'll take that. He might be in. He might be slotted towards the bullpen role next year. We'll see. Felix Bautista was a godsend. Um, he's on the last year of his small extension, so now he's going to get some arbitration. Yeah, going to get some big time money, around 8 to 9 mil. 2.1 F4, tons of strikeouts, and he was pretty much like a stopper slash setup guy for Doval. Doval struggled a little bit, but .9 F4, 28 saves, could have done better, 71 save percentage. So we might look to do something there. Wizenhunt came up, and he was pretty damn good. 3.77 FIP, same ERA, 2 WAR, 100 innings pitched. We'll take it. Good strikeout rate, a little higher in the home run category, but you know we trust him. I don't know why I have his. There we go. Doesn't matter though. Emmett Sheehan was a godsend too. He was all out of the bullpen, 105 innings. Long man, 1.5 WAR, 3.41 FIP, 3 ERA. Really good pickup. Clevenger again was good, 70 innings, 3 ERA with 3.2 FIP. Taylor Rogers, same thing, 2.3 ERA with the 3.18 FIP. Doval, like we said, Cade Smith, and Robbie Ray. He actually pitched out of the bullpen the last like month and a half, and I want to say he was good. 11 innings. No, he wasn't as good. So, um, was walking the world and didn't really have the good stuff. So, but we're kind of locked into his contract next year, so we'll see what happens. As far as the hitting goes, we had a great year out of Willy Adames, 24 home runs, 114 WRC plus, 111 WRC plus for Jung Hoo Lee, 3.8 WAR. Kind of took a small step back this year, just with his hitting a little bit, but his fielding was a lot better actually. Point .1 zone rating, we'll take that. And Elliot Ramos had a breakout year. He was struggling, during the first part of the year. Didn't have a good month until May, when he was walking a ton, 123 WRC plus. Overall, he walked a ton, didn't strike out a lot. Really good fielder too. Pretty good fielder. Was playing everywhere out there. Um, really cool to see him kind of develop. 20 home runs, it's huge. Against righties, he was 127. So against lefties, 107. So he has some. He can, get it up there probably. Uh, Tommy Edman had a pretty decent year. Kind of cooled off towards the end, but was rocking like a WRC plus above 100 until June, and then kind of dipped a little bit. But great base runner. Not really have a BSR, but 34 stolen bases, 2.4 WAR, 9 home runs. He was a pretty good part of our offense. Now compare him to Estrada, who I think actually started off the great. He had 2.9 WAR, so Estrada would have been better. But for Estrada, we got Nelson Rada, who was dominating in San Jose. So we feel pretty good about that. Look at this walk rate, 16%. Huge. I'm going to get him up to AA next year. Um, and then also we got Jorge Lugo, just chilling in ASL or Dominican DSL. But when we gave up, who did we give up for Edman? We gave up Akil Badu, who didn't really have a good year at all. Replacement level player, and Zach Morgan, who is in independent league ball now. So we didn't really give up anything for Edman for 1 year of 2.4 WAR, and we ended up giving up Estrada for Rada. So it was kind of like a lateral move, but we ended up getting a good prospect out of it. JT Realmuto was horrible for us. Soler had 39 home runs, but I don't think he had a home run in September. He had 2 home runs. So he could have had 40, ended up not. Was about 1 win on the year, 106 WRC plus. Just hit for some power, we'll take it. Sure, why not? Grant McCrae came up and was pretty good towards the end of the year. .2 WAR, 119 WRC plus, 48 plate appearances. He kind of played pretty well in AAA. Not the best hitting, but 120 will take it. If he can be a 100 WRCS player, WRC plus player, he'd be pretty valuable, especially if he could get his range up to like 70 to play center. Joey Ortiz was in AAA most of the year, rocked an 89 WRC plus, wasn't really doing much. Still trying to get his bat developed a little more. We'll see about it, but not sure. Lamont Wade was okay. He's a free agent now. Replacement level player. 16 home runs though. 327 OBP. He got on base a little bit. Not much power. Tyler Estrada took a step back. Took on more of a role against lefties and was not good at all. So was better against righties. But we still believe in him a little bit. He still has some good fielding value, so maybe next year he'll be better. Sagaste was not good. Marco Luciano came up, was not good. In AAA, he was pretty good. And then Julian was not good. Maybe probably try to move off of him. He's not happy, so I'm going to look to see what we can do with him. Chapman was horrible. I'm sure we could probably get him for cheap now. I kind of want to run a scouting report on him one more time because his defense is horrible now. Look at this. Defense is horrible. We're done with him. So, yeah. So that's the problem here. We are done with Chapman. Gave him all the run we can. Defensively, he was bad. I really like him in real life. He was pretty good last year. He just took a huge dip. We'll see what the scouting report says. Maybe it's just all wrong. And then Stowers was horrible. So we're just a couple guys who were good last year are just not good this year. And that hurt us in the long run because we gave him 450 plate appearances to figure it out. Struck out a lot. Probably just gonna try to work on his hitting here. Yeah, because he just needs to figure it out. I'm gonna still give him some run, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do other than that. Prospect wise, Tibbs was crushing it, and he has 75 home runs and under 1,000 plate appearances. He might make the roster next year out of spring training. I mean, that's just incredible. Brooks Lee kind of struggled. Still believe in him though. Base running was not good. Um, we traded him for Blake Snell. Blake Snell is out for the year, so it doesn't really hurt us that much. Tyler Rogers was pretty good for the Twins. So yeah, we're still waiting to see what our investment is there. Rod is our 95th prospect. McCrae. Eldridge had 44 home runs, but his strikeout rate is just through the roof, man. I feel like if we just let's see if we can get this all the way up here. Okay, that works. We just need him to get it down to 30 or something. That'd be nice. Whitman, Walker Martin struggled. So yeah, Reggie Crawford was actually really good. I just called him up to AA, and he was incredible actually in San Jose. 2.3 FIP in 26 starts. I mean, that is nuts. But overall, we struggled some parts of the year, went on like some losing streaks. We are bad away, good home. Decent record in one-run games. Could have went the other way too, and then we would be in the playoffs. So it's just is what it is. Post All-Star break, we made a little run, but yeah, lefties versus righties, nothing. We went 8-2 in our last 10. But yeah, and then if we look at who we're gonna lose in our staff after this year, nobody on our major league team and our coaches were ecstatic to be together, and our team was actually really happy to be together. Bautista was the only problem, but he's actually fine. Doesn't really hurt us. So yeah, I mean, we don't really have anybody that we need to hire. We have pitching coach who needs an extension. We'll do that right now. Sure. We have hitting coach in the minors needs an extension. We'll do that. and these guys in San Jose who we definitely want to give an extension to. And Dan Runzler, teach pitching. We'll fire him. We can find someone better than that. And then Travis Ishikawa, we'll also fire him. Giants legend. Also Dan Runzler, Giants legend. 2010 World Series winner. Didn't really do much, but still. All right, we'll extend this guy too. So we just need 2 moves in the offseason for them. I think we can. Okay, international. We can't scout anybody here yet. Who's our scouting director right now? Michael Holmes. It's fine. Keeps him. Don't really want to change much there. He's already scouted a ton. But let's see how Brendan Rodgers did in AAA. Okay, he didn't really play that much. Probably really unhappy. So we're just gonna release him. We had our young guys like Brooks Lee was playing, and Joey Ortiz, Brett Wisely got some run, wasn't that good. Casey Schmidt got a little bit of run, was hurt a little bit. Gavin Lux is on a rehab assignment. He ended up being okay, really good at the beginning of the year. April 136, 148, 111, 103. So actually, it was just August and September he struggled. So actually, he was pretty good. He played everywhere too, which is nice. So he's kind of like a left-handed hitter. Tyler Fitzgerald. Derek Hall was not good. Donovan Walton was pretty good. Limited plate appearances. Anthony Prado. Yeah, we don't really have enough spots for these guys. Meckler, .3 WAR. So yeah, we're trying our best here. Probably have to make some moves, figure out how to get these guys more playing time. Joey Bart was in AAA. Yeah, so let's get through the playoffs real quick. International. Okay, let's go to October to scout some guys. So yeah, kind of the plan with this is just to figure out how to get better without having any ratings. And it's really tough because you just have to go off scouting reports and stats, which is ridiculous. I mean, you see Stowers, you see Chapman. Chapman's hitting is probably abysmal right now. He had like a sub 200 average. So yeah, it's really just trying to find a good measuring stick. Tommy Edman was third in stolen bases. Look at Keaton Winn. He led the ERA by a wide margin and wins too. Sure. Paul Skeens. I remember I tried to get Mizorowski from the Brewers for Snell, but they weren't doing it. All right, I have some retirees. Will Wilson, who was actually pretty good last year, retired. These other guys retired. So yeah, we're just waiting. Let's go. International Free Agent Showcase. Looks like the Orioles, Twins. Players retiring. Stanley. Okay, sure. Let's just get to the showcase. So let's see who makes it. The Reds are up 2-1 on the Dodgers. Rockies beat the Mets to go to the LCS. And more players retiring. Hunter Bishop retired. Wow, former first round pick for the Giants retired. All right, that's probably on me. Because the year before, he didn't even play that much, had a 140 WRC plus. I mean, that's tough, yeah. First round, 2019. He's 27 already, so I mean, I get it. You got to move on at some point, right? Um, Tigers are up 3-0 on the Mariners. Oh, they actually moved on. The Reds beat the Dodgers, so it's Reds Rockies, and it could be Twins Tigers. Oh, it's terrible for ratings, huh? But Buxton had 45 home runs. Volpe led the AL in WAR. Ellie De La Cruz led the NL in WAR. And Marte, man, that's a powerhouse right there, left side of the infield. Unless Marte's playing second, which I think McLean is. So, all right, let's see how the LCS goes. Reds are up 1-0 on the Rocks, 2-0 now. Twins are up 1-0. Let's see. We got 1-1 in the AL. 2-1 Reds. And let's see. International Showcase. Let's get some scouting done. Not even sure where to go from here. Demand, maybe. All right, let's see. Let's just get all these guys hitters first. Okay, run practice. All right. Actually, I don't even need this guy. Okay. All right, cool. Run practice. Strong right here. This guy's pretty good. Let's see. 250 average, decent power. Average power, good patience, more seasoning against quality. Yeah, I mean, he's 17. Let's see, scouting accuracy. Okay, there we go. All right, we can remove him then. Go down here, add him, and then we can just sim the playoffs. Let's see till playoffs end. See what happens. 2-2 now in the NL. 2-1 Twins in the AL. 3-1 now. 3-2 Rockies. Is it going to be Rockies Twins? Let's see. This is really slow. Oh, we got an autosave again. Come on. All right, 3-2 Twins, 3-2 Rockies. Let's see what happens. Why does it take so long to save? Sorry. All right, 4-2 Rockies. Rockies are going to the World Series. Okay, and the Twins winning Game 7. So Twins, Rockies. What a storyline. The Rockies finally make it back to the playoffs and they go to the World Series. And they're up 2-0 in the World Series. No shot they win the World Series now, right? Goodness, the Orioles won last year. They lost the Twins in the DS. And now the Rockies are up 2-0. We shall see what happens here. All right, autosave again. Then I'm going to focus on, I mean, obviously we have to focus on third base, but is Marco Luciano that replacement or no? That's what I'm trying to think. Brooks Lee is also available. Take Edmonds' spot. And the Rockies sweep the Twins. So that's where we are. And let's sim to the offseason real quick. And look at our like salary arb and money that we have. Because, you know, we did sign Adames. Chapman's not going to be able to get the qualifying offer because he accepted it already, but we are not going to offer it to him for sure. He regressed way too much, so fast too. After a 2.7 WAR season, he goes negative WAR, and now his defense is subpar. It's incredible, actually. Okay, let's see. 539, good, very fine scores. Thank you, game. New budget. Oh, posted players. Let's see. 26 years old, first baseman. Can play everywhere pretty badly. Was not that great last year. Now he doesn't look like a good player. Let's look at his scouting report though. Just cause. Just a plate discipline, draw a fair number of walks. Riffs aren't really a problem, but his swing is flawed. Yeah, makes sense. Looking at his numbers, walks a lot, decent amount. Okay, so Jays fired their owner, a new GM, and Toronto fired their GM, new owner in Milwaukee. We get to do our development lab. Top prospects are updated. We have 4. We have Barajas, Tibbs, Brooksley, and Rada. Personnel leaving. Pitching coach is leaving. So let's do coaches first. So pitching coach. Can we just let's just move Brant. We'll give him a promotion. Pitching coach. Boom. Joe Crawford, pitching coach. We can give him a promotion to high A. Yep. And then we can give this guy a promotion to A ball. Perfect. And yeah. All right. So hitting, we can also do Ben Johnson. Yeah, let's give Ben Johnson a promotion. You're going to San Jose, buddy. Hitting coach, San Jose. And now we just have some of these guys to figure out. So pitching. All right, it works for me. Just give him 5 years. Give him 160. And hitting coach. Works for me. Let's do 5 years. 150. And pitching coach. Trevor Hoffman. Get him in here. 130. All right, looks good. Let's do player development lab now. Thinking to Grant McCray, defense. Luis Matos is pretty good in AAA. It's pretty tough. Luciano, he could probably use some like contact skills, I guess. Brooksley though definitely needs some contact skills. Or maybe like gap power. Let's do gap power. And who else? Keaton Wynn, Webb. Not sure. Stowers maybe. Needs some 2-strike approach help. Do that. Prospects or AAA. Let's see. It's really hard to do this without knowing like what they're actually missing, like potential wise. Probably. I mean, we could do Luis Matos. Quality of contact. Then just focus on like Lux, who needs let's see, maybe gap power. And honestly, I could do like Wizenhunt, endurance training, increase velocity. Could do that. Anybody need to work on defense? I don't think so. Maybe Luciano, if he wants to be that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Luciano at third. And then we'll go Jung-Hoo Lee, defense. And then triple A or double A. Let's look what's going on here. Reggie Crawford, I mean, fastball, slider, changeup. Hit pretty well. 31 home runs. Probably needs to work on his yeah, let's do 2-strike approach. Reggie Crawford. And then who's our James Tibbs? Maybe quality of contact for Tibbs. That'll probably work out well for him. Wait, where's he at? James Tibbs, Richmond. I guess I just missed him. Where's he at? Why is he not here? Okay, let's do this. Right here. Okay. James Tibbs, quality of contact. Boom. We're looking good. We got 3 short ones, so we get more in there. Let's look at our salary arb. Clevenger, Vessia. We're not gonna keep Vessia. We may not keep Joey Bart. Edmund, what does he want? 12? I mean, we could offer him the qualifying offer. I don't really mind. It's like really, yeah, 20 mil, sure. Taylor Rogers wants 11 mil. We're gonna wait on that. Wade wants 5. Yeah, okay. And then Chapman wants 20. Like, no. No, sir. Hitting wise, good eye. Very little speed, but has good instincts. Best suited for a bench role, yeah. That is probably true. And then some of these guys, I'll look at all this stuff, but right now we're gonna let Realmuto and Chapman go. Probably let Wade go. Maybe try to sign Rogers just to a 1-year deal. But let's get Clevenger because he's very much worth it. See if we can go 3.7. Vessia's gone. Ryan Walker was pretty good. 1.3. No. Let's do that. No. Okay. Okay, that works. And Gavin Lux, yeah, we're gonna give him a shot. We'll go 4.7 here. Okay, cool. Then we'll wait on. Okay, let's see if we can give. Let's try to get Bailey on a long-term deal. So he has 4 more years of control. Let's do 7 years with 2 team options. We'll go guaranteed. Guaranteed value 41 mil for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's pretty good actually. Let's do that. Okay, he wants some buyout. Okay, that works for me, dude. 7 years, 70 mil. That works for me. We have 2 team options with some buyout. That's perfectly fine. All right, we got Bailey. Okay, Bautista only wants 7.2. Let's just give him that. And actually, I'll let him be the closer. It works for me. And then I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to do some research. What I'm going to do, probably going to look at everything, to be honest. Luis Ravello. What's his scouting report say? Very little speed. Average strike zone judgment only. What was his rates? Oh, good eye. Not a lot of power. Decent amount of power. He's not fast, but he's a good base runner. Good shortstop. I mean, this is a guy we really, we could just keep down in like double A. He's 21. Boyd with the White Sox. Not good work ethic. Angel Martinez. Chandler Simpson. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it here. This will be the end of the episode. I will be back with the next one. Thank you for watching.